Hey, what's up? You're trying to trade, buy, sell crypto with your LLC. I understand it. I get questions about this all the time. You want to buy crypto, you want to sell crypto, you want to do crypto stuff. And I'm going to make this video to tell you a lot of tips and tricks that I've been found out over the years working with clients from all over the world. I have clients in countries literally all over the world, and I work with Americans. I'm an American, and I've been involved more or less in this crypto space with clients who are buying and selling crypto, doing crypto businesses, developing metaverses, and all this kind of stuff. I know a lot about how the banks work, how the exchanges work, how the taxes work, and I'm going to explain it all to you in this video because I know it can be scary. It's confusing. You're wasting a ton of time. You're on all these videos trying to understand what you can, what you can't do, where to pay taxes, what to report. Well, bookmark this video, send it to your friends because I'm going to explain it all to you because it's really confusing. There's a lot of bad information, and the information changes a lot, but this is, as of today, what I've learned so far, and we're in 2023, towards the end of the year, and I want to just explain how it works, okay? So thanks for being here. So first, for all of my friends in other parts of the world, in Latin America, in Europe, whatever, in Australia, if you buy and sell crypto in the name of an LLC or in your personal name, you're not subject to U.S. tax on that. There's no U.S. tax on any kind of gains from crypto. There's no physical connection with the United States. I can't really think of a situation in which you would pay taxes in the US, and that's great. So you wouldn't pay taxes. Sure, there might be things to report, but you're generally not going to pay taxes. I'm going to get the biggest benefit out of the way. So if you're a US citizen and you live in another country, sure, you have to report everything. So if you're an American that lives in America, sure, you have to report everything. If you're a foreign person that lives in the States and you're not on a student visa, sure, you might have to report everything. In the US, every time I convert Bitcoin to Ethereum or Ethereum to Solana or to whatever, that's a sale of the asset and that would have to be reported. So generally there's a lot of, not generally, there's a lot of aggregators and tools you can use to pull all the transactions and generate a report you can use for your taxes, but generally you don't need to do that because we don't need to report that. If you have a multi-member LLC, potentially you would be reporting some of it. A single member LLC isn't going to report any of it. The first topic that I want to recommend is that you confirm the ownership in your company. So if you're putting assets into an LLC, make sure you have a signed operating agreement. Make sure that you are the owner of your company and you have everything's assigned to you. And make sure that you have the bank account open correctly. So confirm the ownership, like sign the documents and fill out everything. If you open the company yourself, maybe get a second opinion with an attorney. But if you open a company with some kind of service, an LLC with a service, then make sure they're good too. If they're bad, it doesn't matter. So the second is banking. It's not a problem. It just can be a problem because I've seen it work. I've seen people send money to buy crypto in large amounts. And I've seen people send one transaction and get their account closed. Unfortunately, it's just kind of the name of the game, the bank you're working with. You're going to need a lot of options for banking. I have many videos on how to open bank accounts. But if you're opening bank and financial accounts for crypto business, I would recommend positioning it around a service for the crypto business. So I would say technology consulting, or I would say software development, or I would say I'm doing investments. You don't want to walk into the bank and say, yes, I buy and sell crypto on different exchanges. They're just not going to open the account for you, or they're going to open it and it'll get closed right away. I'm not saying lie to the bank, but I'm saying, like, come on, frame it in a way that makes sense. When you frame it in a way that they're going to say, okay, you say, oh yes, I do consulting services for different exchanges, and then and you can maybe say I pay my employees, I pay contractors with crypto at times. That's fine. The online banks, Mercury, is closing accounts all the time. They've been really difficult, even for clients not in crypto. They've been tough. We use Relay a lot. They've closed accounts for people. They generally, like, it ends up locking up your money for a little bit and you get it back eventually, and it's just like a huge headache. The in-person banks can be better. If you can make a trip to the US and you can open a couple accounts at different banks, it's better. It's best if the ideal thing to do is open like 5 accounts. Open an account at Chase, at Citibank, at Bank of America. Start doing real business in the accounts, like actually send money to the accounts, invest, send some money between your accounts, whatever. Wait some months, wait some time, and then you can eventually, as you're doing business, send it there. If your only transactions are wiring money to a crypto exchange and receiving money from a crypto bank, then it's more likely that you're going to have an issue. But if you're actually running it a real business and you're actually getting paid for certain things, and then those are kind of buried in there, it's going to be a much lower likelihood of your account getting closed. That's just what I've seen. And I do have clients that have done small, steady crypto kind of banking transactions, buying and selling arbitrage for years. Like they've had no problems at Chase Bank doing it for years. And I have other clients that just open an account, put $50 in, and the bank closes the account. It's hit or miss. It's a lot of work. But once you get a good banking relationship together, it can really be it can really work for you. So it's not illegal to buy crypto, but it's the banks view it as higher risk. If they see your account as a high risk, that's when they close the account, because they're not in the risk business, they're in the holding people's money business. So if you have a lot of money, that also helps too if you put it in the bank. Obviously, you don't want to, you know, lock up all your funds in one account, but that's how you do it. So the banking's really important. I hope that little section helped. I want to jump into the crypto exchanges because honestly, it's not that easy. They do a lot of KYC. The best crypto exchange, the only one I've had consistent success with, and I should have a referral link, is Kraken, Kraken. Kraken has been able to open accounts for clients. I've seen clients do a ton of trading, but you can open a foreign-owned U.S. LLC account. And I have clients that have had these accounts open for a long time. Once you get this account open and you do your verification, you do your KYC, I haven't had too many people complain about issues about keeping these accounts opened, but sometimes, you know, just like anything else, they could close the account or whatever. So that's been the best option. As of now, they've been opening the most accounts. They've been the easiest to work with. The application is short. Binance, very tough in the US, but what I'm going to tell you regarding all these, the big thing is be able to connect your bank account to the exchange so that you can transfer securely, because it's when you're using third-party things, when you're using like local Bitcoin or whatever, and you're sending money to people and they're sending you Bitcoin, that's like way riskier. We all know that. But if that's what you have to do, it might be what you have to do. Most of my clients who are using crypto are actually like running a business and like facilitating their business with crypto. So what I would say is just apply and try it out. Just apply for all of them. Take your LLC, take your information, use your address, and try and get LLC accounts in all of these in different exchanges and see what banks they use and just try them out. I haven't had too much experience with like actually funding a crypto exchange in your own name from the LLC account, but I think the exchanges don't let you do it unless the accounts match. Kind of in summary, if you're a foreign person or a U.S. person, whatever, if you're a foreign person is who I'm really talking to, and you want to open a bank account and crypto exchange, that's really what I'd recommend. You know, you need multiple bank accounts. There's a lot of tips in there. Rewatch this and take the nuggets out. And if you want to open a crypto exchange, apply to a lot of them. Kraken's generally the best. FTX, before they frauded everyone, was like a really great platform. Like, it was really great. Obviously, they took everyone's money, and that's a risk you run when keeping money in a centralized exchange. I think you all know that. If you're just trading every day, that's fine. But if you're keeping money, I wouldn't keep it long-term centralized. I would use my affiliate Ledger, NanoX link, or whatever. I'm just kidding. I don't have one. But consider like a Web3 exchange, or you know, whatever, a Ledger Nano or something cold that's not controlled by someone who can just take all the money. We've seen it happen before. It's terrible. It's criminal. And you know, you shouldn't have to deal with that. So I hope this was helpful. I have other videos about why the LLCs don't pay taxes. I have other videos about how to open other businesses and do other things. I'm going to put one of them up here. Click that video, like this one. I appreciate you being here. I hope this was helpful. If I missed any questions, comment below. But in summary, you won't pay taxes if you're a foreign person. The banks are tough to deal with, and Kraken's probably the best exchange, but try other exchanges. Comment below if another one works for you as a foreign, non-US person with a US LLC. And that's it. Hope this was helpful. Thanks for being here.